Hi friends, this is DaintyTank. Thank you for joining me again. This is Highway Blossoms Part 12. Yeah, we're getting up there. So poke Totoro, catch up if you haven't seen it. And if you are new, I'm surprised at this point. Hi, subscribe, hang out. I've got sultry, almost alto voice. And I can talk gay panic to you. Anyways. So, catching back up with Highway Blossoms, last time we were... What did we do? I just had it. It was here in my brain, and then it just went. It's gonna be here. Let's give it a second. Oh! Buffet. Buffet. Buffet? Buffet. Do you say buffet? Like an ooh? Or in a buffet with a, like, Buffy. Let me know in the comments down below, because I'm actually interested in that. Is it a buffet with a ooh, or a buffet with a Buffy? Anyways, so yeah, we went to the Rio, got a lot of food. We're walking down the Las Vegas, going towards the Las Vegas Strip at this point. Got a cute little coyote out of soapstone, which was cute, for our favorite marina, and there's so much panic. Oh my god. Every little thing is like, Amber tenses from a hug, and then Marina's worried that she's putting too much on her, or because Marina is affectionate. Oh my goodness, you need to talk about everything. You just need to talk. You need to talk. You need to talk. Please have that talk. So, let's see if they do. Click. Load. Alright. No matter what, I'm happy that she's happy. I follow behind as she darts from stall to stall like a hummingbird. They all offer more of the same, generic desert-themed trinkets and gaudy I love Vegas merchandise. The sidewalks are full of these vendors who shout and try to get the attention of all of the dozens of people who pass by. Marina's the only one who gets hooked in. But she doesn't ask for anything else. Maybe there just isn't enough wolf merchandise? Every time she dives in to examine someone's wares, I hang back with my hands in my pockets and watch. Once she's done, we hold hands again. Aww. It's a nice cycle. But all the changes once we reach the strip itself, with its eclectic architecture and eccentric population. I point out some of the more famous places, like the Lexer, which is shaped like a pyramid, Caesar's Palace, which looks like it was stolen from Rome. Marina's oohs and ahs in all the right places, though to my surprise she doesn't try to lead us to them. Instead, she seems dead set on taking us further and further down the row of sidewalk salesmen, like she's looking for something in particular. Not that I have any idea what that is. She leads the way, looking from side to side, but never seeming quite to find it. Until suddenly, she freezes in place. A large wave of pedestrian traffic behind us crests and swells around like we were not even there. Marina points ahead at one of the street vendors a few blocks ahead.
Found one!
What? I'm yanked forward again, being dragged by my newfound enthusiasm. By her newfound enthusiasm. I promise I can read. Rather than a bunch of cheaply made goods, the merchant she's noticed has a bunch of colored drawings of cartoon characters, barely recognizable due to the exaggerated style. Ah, one of these! A sign beside them advertises, custom commissions, 30 each. I immediately understand what Marina wants.
No. No, no, no.
I try to drag my heels, but I'm tugged along by Marina. She's surprisingly strong when she wants to be.
Amber.
She says my name without even turning around.
This has been on my bucket list for years.
Oh, that's a tone.
It's happening.
What has? Getting ripped off by a street artist?
Having someone draw me.
My protests going ignored, I fall in step and accept my fate. The guy manning the booth looks like he's completely out of place. He's wearing a flashy Hawaiian shirt and a baseball cap. When he notices Marina and I approaching, he sits up from his slouching position and grins.
Hello, ladies.
Hi there. We were interested in having our portrait drawn.
We weren't. You were. But I don't protest. I've resigned myself to going along with whatever she wanted. Good.
Perfect.
He frames us with his fingers. Yes. Yes. Right there.
Perfect.
Oh, wait. It went
You
back.
girls stand right there and get comfy. I'll get ready.
Get comfy. He lurches off his wooden chair and grabs a sketch pad and a couple of pencils.
We'll do you two in color. How's that sound?
Ooh.
Great.
I just grimace. I'm not fond of having my picture taken, and this isn't much better. I just never feel satisfied with how I look. Aww. Body positivity. You are beautiful. You are you. Everything is fine. Just look at me. Look at me. You're good. You're awesome. You're sweet. And you're caffeinated. That's the best thing. That's why there aren't many pictures of Gramps and me. Just a couple. I'll deal with it for Marina's sake. We stand under an awning, though its shade does little to help the heat. Marina shifts from foot to foot while we wait with my hands in my pockets. Every so often, she turns the beam at me, though she doesn't say anything. Jeez, not sure why she's so hyped up, but it's cute. The guy finally gets his stuff ready. All set up on an easel. The piece of paper he's using is almost the size of my torso.
Go ahead and scrunch together now.
He makes a motion with his hands. Just scrunch together however you do. Do the things with the gay stuff. Marina stands near me. I wrap one arm around her.
Closer.
Closer. Our shoulders are touching.
Closer.
Okay. Now we're cheek to cheek.
Ah, perfect.
There we go. He stares at us with a smile for just a second longer than is comfortable. It makes his expression seem more than a little sleazy. I promise I can read. Always being truthful with you guys. I am a little bit tired and burnt from how much I've been doing at work, so my aphasia has been acting up more and more, which means that any of the words that are close are substituted, or I skip words, or just mix them up. So, apologies if it sounds a little bit rocky. Rocky, like Rocky Mountain. I'm tired. Before I could change my mind, he looks down at the paper and starts to draw. We stand there, not talking or moving at all. Once Marina starts to ask something, but he waves his hand without even looking up.
Quiet. If you move, you'll mess it all up.
So she shuts up. I can feel her jaw snap shut since it's smushed against my own. 15 minutes pass. My mouth is starting to get sore. I didn't have any guesses as to how long this would take, but it's starting to get annoying. Even Marina seems to be having second thoughts. She wiggles, just barely. Probably the fight of growing tension in her muscles. Not enough to ruin the drawing, though. From the corner of my eye, I notice a couple of the glances that we get. We probably don't look especially out of place, but more like hapless tourists who got conned into something. I guess we are, to an extent. I wouldn't mind, except that we also look ridiculous being stuck together like nearly Siamese twins. Our artist draws with long, swift strokes. Though I can't see what he's doing, he appears confident. Hopefully the result is worth the discomfort. And the $30. I mean, he's doing it in color. I mean, that does cost a little bit. I'm nearly at my breaking point when he finally leans back and sets his pencils aside.
Done.
Marina peels away from me instantly, leaving a damp spot of shared sweat on my face. Ew. I rub at it as I follow her, more slowly, to see the results. As she cranes around the easel to look, I watch her expression go from excited to overjoyed. Her smile widens in a grin as she grasps the drawing in her hands.
Amber, look! It's us!
Oh, oh my god. Boobs. I'm sorry, I had to. It's just, wow, that's he went into very much detail on the boob squishage. And if that's how they looked, that's absolutely more adorable. Oh my god. She flips it around so I can see. It's us. The first thing I notice is my boobs. Okay, it's not just me. I was feeling bad for a second. I'm like, oh my god, am I objectifying? No. Cool. It's Amber too. The first thing I notice is my boobs. They're a lot larger than in real life. Same with Marina's, kinda. Other than that, the drawing is cartoony. We're recognizable, but our features are exaggerated. Marina's eyes are almost comically huge. In contrast, the buildings behind us in the drawing are sharply defined and realistic. That's actually very fun. Yeah, no. And he took the time to do that. Like, that's impressive. Clutching the paper to her chest, Marina sighs, a contented smile.
Thank you so much!
The artist wipes his sweaty palms on his shorts as he stands.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
As he looks at me expectantly. With a sigh, I pull out my wallet and hand him a pair of wrinkled bills. Pass it to him with a nod.
Y'all have a lovely day now.
With that, he slouches back down and pulls out a cheap-looking paperback novel. The drawing is still close to Marina's chest like a priceless artifact. I mean, it is. Every few seconds, she holds it away from her and grins as she looks at it. That makes it worth the cost. Finally, Marina rolls up the drawing like a scroll and tucks it under her arm for safekeeping. We stand in the shade of the awning while we look up and down the road.
We should split up for a little bit.
Oh?
What?
I can't help but yelp. That was the last thing I was expecting.
Not for long. There's just something I want to do.
Oh?
And you can't be there.
Why not?
Shuffling in place, Marina looks away.
'Cause it's a surprise.
That's cute.
Mare, no. This isn't some small town. This is Las Vegas. What if you get lost? Or some creeper tries to mess with you?
It'll be fine, Amber. There's like 1 million people on this street.
That's true, but that's also how you can get disappeared easily, is if there's 1 million people on the street and no one's able to be accountable for you.
Yeah, so? That doesn't mean anything.
I mean it. It'll be fine.
Okay. There's a fire in her voice that takes me by surprise. There's even a small spark in her eye, like she's angry. My frown deepens.
But
Seriously, it's nothing bad, I promise. I just want to do something, but it's a surprise for you, so you can't be there.
Aw, that's actually sweet. Her face softens.
Please, it'll only be a couple hours.
Marina, I don't know.
Of all the cities split up in, this is one of the worst. Not only do we not have a way to contact each other if needed, but the people aren't the sort you can trust. If I leave her on her own, there's a good chance I'll never see her again. But the way she stands there, hands on her hips, looking determined, makes me not want to argue. I sigh.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I mean it. Just give me like 3 hours.
It's growing.
That's a long time.
You think? I tried to keep it short.
Oh. In 3 hours, she could be snatched into someone's car and well into Arizona or California or halfway to Reno. It's irresponsible of me to let her go. But I can tell by looking at her that I don't have a choice.
Okay, fine. But can you at least stay on the street? It's a straight shot back to the Rio where we're parked, and so it'd be harder to get lost.
Marina nods fast.
That's fine. I heard he saw where I need to go. But you're not allowed to watch, okay?
Yeah. I'll probably just go back to the car anyway.
Now she frowns.
Isn't there anything you want to see?
Not without you.
Oh.
Aw, Amber.
She kicks at the ground.
I guess we don't have to...
No, go on.
What?
Just be safe, okay? Don't do anything silly. I guess it'll be fine for a couple hours.
She takes Strong in her hand and then tugs me tight. Then Marina leans up and kisses me on the lips. She pulls away before I can get into it.
Okay, I'll see you in a while then.
Right.
We stand there, neither of us moving. I sigh and then trudge back down the road. I glance back a few steps, but she doesn't move. Instead, she watches me and waves. Probably making sure that I keep good on my promise not to follow her. As tempting as it is, I let her go for now. 3 hours can't be that hard. Right? Turns out I was wrong. 2 hours are agony. I wander from store to store, stepping in without actually caring what's for sale. The first is a vegan restaurant. I don't try any samples. Just next door is some fetish shop with its windows covered. All the lights inside are colored mostly red and sometimes violet. The girl behind the counter, pale-skinned and with artificially black hair, gives me a smile that I return. But I don't stick around. Why'd you go in? If you're just not gonna... What? Oh, I don't even know what I'm doing. Going through the motions of being a tourist, I guess. Technically, I am exploring Las Vegas. See, I would try to get to the tallest thing possible. And then stare at all of the architecture. That's what I would do. Tomorrow, I'm sure I won't be able to remember a single detail of these shops. Up ahead is yet another street vendor. His setup is nearly twice as long as most of the others, and includes large glass displays. Looks like it must be a pain to transport. I wander over, pretending to be interested. The clerk, a Hispanic man with a short goatee, watches me but doesn't say anything, not even a greeting. It's all cell phones and phone accessories, chargers, cases, cords, and the like. Nothing relevant to me. There's a special discount on prepaid phones and time cards right now, it seems. A half dozen identical posters plaster the wall on the large case. I stare at one of the flyers, though. I'm not really reading it, just imagining if Marina and I had cell phones. It might help at times like this. Yeah. Times when I'm being ridiculous and clingy and an idiot. Being able to reach her anytime would be nice. But would they get much use? That's when I realize something, and I'm dumbfounded by a simple fact. What it is that's been bothering me since we split up. This is the first time since meeting Marina that I've been on my own. That she isn't just a room away or within shouting distance. Yeah. Even though it's been a couple hours, I feel profoundly alone. It's pathetic, I know. I'll see her again in less than an hour now. I was about to say, this really sounds like you have not channeled or checked out any of your grief, and you are very codependent right now. But the anxiety of separation gets the better of me. It makes me sick, as all the horrible scenarios rush into my head again. The ones where something bad is happening to her and she's not able to call for help. I look at the phones in the case. I've never had one, so I'm not very knowledgeable, but they look cheap and flimsy. Try and find a brand name, but it doesn't mean much to me even if I could. The only ones I'm familiar with are those massive companies who make everything. Not just phones, the ones whose merchandise costs hundreds if not thousands of dollars. I think Marina has a Hi-Fi? I've heard they're pretty good. Then again, I've also heard about shady stuff with them suddenly replacing all their production workers with robots. Grump said this sort of thing would be part of the New World Order. Oh no, was he a New World Order guy? Oh no. Yeah. Doesn't matter though. It's tempting, but there isn't much point. In just a week, less now, even the festival will be over. And after that, well, the phone gives a way to stay in touch once we've spin around and walk away in a hurry, feeling suddenly sick again. Oh, talk about your feelings, my loves. Oop, click. I must have looked like a lunatic, coming up, standing at stall, then freaking out and leaving. Maybe that's why the guy didn't say anything. I just look like any other insane junkie. Picture some tweaker stepping out of an alleyway towards Marina, who of course wouldn't even notice, and I shove those thoughts out of my head. 1 hour, just 1 more hour. Chill, I tell myself for the 1000th time. You didn't set a place where you were going to meet back up. So, 1 hour doesn't mean anything. Across the street from the phone cards is a bright green sign for a candy store. One of those places that has a floor-to-ceiling bins of gummies that they sell by the pound. I have to expect to see Marina in there herself. Getting her a surprise bag of sugar might be a good way to make up for being weird. Yeah, until the next time I act weird, that is. Cross the street as soon as there's a gap in traffic, not bothering to get to a sidewalk. Well, a crosswalk. Hey, rainbow sweet tooth! The doors have an outline and handles that are the same lime green as the sign. When I step inside, I see that the walls are too. I'm reminded of the slime from those old TV shows I used to watch on TV that would spray onto the audience or cast members. Oh my god, Nickelodeon slime was such a big deal. Such a big deal. There was one kid from my school who went on that show and got slimed. And honestly, it was like, of course you got on that show. You were able to get down to Disneyland. Well, not Disneyland, Disney World. The Florida one. With the alligators. Not the most appetizing impression. Yeah, I was about to say, green is not appetizing. The selection is good, though. Like I expected, there are more varieties of candy than I've ever seen in a single place. Only pictures. There's several different types of plastic bags you can fill, ranging from I'm on a diet to garbage bag sizes. I grab a medium-sized one. Good idea. Then I realized that I don't know what to get for Marina. Definitely chocolates, but with or without nuts. I don't remember if I've ever heard an opinion. Tried to call what she's gotten at gas stations along our trip, but I never paid that much attention. Maybe I should go for a mixture of both. But then, what if she's allergic to something? Probably wouldn't have ever come up, since we always eat out and order for ourselves. I don't want to give her a 3-pound sack of anaphylactic shock. You thought about that after you brought her to the buffet? Yes. Gummies then. Those might be safer. There are more types of gummy candies than I could ever thought existed. Different flavored rings, candy shaped like the fruits they taste like, and other things like chewy soda bottles. For a moment, I wonder about which ones I should pick. I think I remember her saying she loves raspberry. Or was it strawberry? I think she's gotten strawberry soda before. Not that it means anything. This is a gift, so I want it to be perfect, not a bag full of things she dislikes. But then I remember, Marina likes pretty much everything. There we go. Elated at the simplicity, I dump a small scoop of just about every sort of gummy that they sell. For good measure, I got a second smaller bag and fill it with malted chocolate balls, caramel clusters, and plain old chocolate chunks. Safe options. I haul the 2 bags over to the counter. There's just one attendant. She's currently ringing up a mom with her 2 sons. The kids dart around the mom's legs, rattling displays and knocking things off the shelf. No one makes them stop or fix their mess. One of the kids stares up at me and I frown at him deeply. Child. Amber, jeez. He stops running and hides behind his mom's legs. Good. Oh, man. When they leave, the kid is still clinging to her like a bear cub. I set my bags on the counter and kneel down to replace some of the spilled items. As I do that, the shopkeeper comes around the front, nearly bumping into me.
Oh, you don't have to do that. Thank you.
Yeah, no problem.
I look up directly into her knees. I straighten up, and we're suddenly way too close. Stumbling backwards, I grab the counter to support myself. She laughs, eyes crinkling. She's cute. Her tan skin is complemented by the bright red uniform she wears. A little name tag on the counter says that her name is Cassie.
You know, there's a special going on right now.
Oh yeah?
A stack of postcards sits by a credit card machine. She hands me
If
one.
you buy 10 more bags, you get one for free.
That's a lot. Try to imagine how much candy that would be. You need a wheelbarrow to haul it all out. Cassie laughs, probably at my expression.
Yeah, we haven't had many people spring for that one.
The person I'm buying this stuff for probably would, if she was here. This'll probably be gone by tonight.
I gesture at the bag, still sitting on the scale.
Oh, shopping for your sister, or?
Nah, my girlfriend.
Aww. I try out the word, seeing how it sounds in relation to Marina. As expected, it makes my heart skip a beat. During that beat, feels like the shopkeeper's face. I see the shopkeeper's face fall, just for a second.
Yeah, lucky girl.
Aww, she was hitting on you.
Thanks.
I don't know if she means because of the candy or because of me. After ringing up my bags, she dumps them into an even larger bag. That seems unnecessary, but I guess it makes them easier to carry. She passes me the candy as well as the receipt.
Have a good day. Try the peach rings. They're my favorite.
Aww.
I will. Have a nice day too.
Peach rings are really good. The girl waves and I leave the store. Outside, I check the receipt, since I wasn't really listening to the total. It looks like she didn't charge me for the smaller bag. Glance back inside, but she's disappeared into the back room. Guess that answers my earlier question. Flattered, I head back to the Rio where we parked. It's not long until I'm supposed to meet Marina, and if I spend too long outside, her present will melt. There we go. Walking back to the casino where we parked is way faster than leaving it was. It's probably because I'm still missing the human pinball, so I'm not held up every time we pass the shop. I say that, but of course I'm eager to see her again. In some parallel universe where I hadn't met Marina, I might have stuck around at the candy store to chat for a longer time. I was about to say, you probably would have leaned into that, yeah. But unfortunately for Cassie, I already have someone. The parking lot at the Rio has filled up even more. Getting out of here is going to be a pain, since there wasn't a whole lot of room to begin with. Make my way to the RV and let myself in. Feels like an oven, but the first thing I do is turn on the AC. Set the bags of candy down on the bed to inspect them. As I feared, the chocolate slightly melted, streaking brown against the clear plastic. It's not too bad though, and a couple hours in the fridge should have it good as new. I'll leave the gummies on the counter since they didn't suffer as much on the walk. Maria and I are supposed to meet up here in about half an hour. Since it's so soon, I may as well just wait here where it's more comfortable. I lay down in my bed and try to read that book Marina's been sucked into for a few days, but I can't stay focused on the words long enough to process them. It doesn't take long before I give up and set it aside. Now I just stare at the ceiling. I used to do these most nights when I can't sleep. After Gramps passed, but before I met Marina. It wasn't that it comforted me or anything, but the amount of effort it took to not think of anything usually led to me falling asleep without realizing. Said this time I let my thoughts wander. Sleeping had been easier lately. Actually doing something during the day and getting exercise helps a lot. Yeah, I agree, but also my thoughts have been less cloudy, less muddled. Sure, there's still moments where I think of Gramps and the pain hits me again. Having Marina around makes those rare. Someday I might be able to think of him without hurting. I don't know if I want that though. Isn't that just like forgetting? People say you move on and get over deaths, but what does that mean for the person you lost? I roll into my side and stare at the picture of me and Gramps hanging on the wall. I can't take it and roll onto my other side. That was a noise. Groaning into my pillow is cathartic. Without Marina here, I can be as loud as I want. To my surprise, no tears come. Anyone walking by outside would probably think I'm dying or in pain, but I don't care. Alone time has its upsides after all. Grieving is complicated and exhausting. Sometimes I wonder if I'm even doing it right. There must be something wrong with me, if I don't even want to get over Gramps. I sit up, still hugging the pillow to my chest. Marina will be back soon. Maybe I can talk about this with her. Yes! Talk! As I thought that, I felt a stab of guilt. It's not her problem. Oh my god. She'd be more than willing to listen. And it's comforting to talk. Oh my god. Talk to your partner. Communicate. Something I have to deal with myself. No, that's the dumbest sentence. Don't assume you have to do everything yourself. That's how you burn your wheels and can't handle your life, is because you can't trust it with anybody else. Communicate, and communication opens a line of trust. It opens up a line of support. It opens up more. Communicate. I force myself up and over to the driver's seat. I'm not going anywhere, but I can listen to music and watch for Marina's return. Stick in the tape and kick back. A few songs pass by. It's been 20 minutes or so. Started to scan the parking lot, looking for her familiar red hair. Tape ends. That's okay. It was a short one. I replaced it with another one, chosen at random. Still no sign of Marina. I get up and check the clock. She's about 10 minutes late now. Oh my goodness. It's only been 10 minutes. Maybe the clock is off somehow. How about the RV and that someone for the time matches up exactly with what the clock said? Oh my god, you're being so desperate. Worry begins to tighten my stomach, but I force myself to calm down. It's Marina. It's only been 15 minutes. More likely she got distracted and is on her way right now. 5 more minutes passed. I begin to pace back and forth. Should I go look for her? I have no idea where to start though. And if she got to the RV and I wasn't there, she might go looking for me instead. No, I have to stay and wait. Yeah, there we go. Just stay, kick back, wait. She's late. It's okay. After 10 minutes, she's half an hour late now. yes, that's how math works. I'm so buying us cell phones. As soon as we get back, she's back here. We're going to that guy on the street. We're getting prepaid phones. From a few streets away, I can hear the sound of a siren, a fire truck, or an ambulance or something. My throat feels larger. I cough just to relieve some of the tension. I have to go look. No, just wait. I can't take just sitting here. Do something with yourself. Switch off the engine. You had the engine on? Throw my shoes on and climb out. And then I see her. Heading down, walking slow, but coming towards me. The relief in my voice probably conveys the panic that just drowned gay panic things. Anyways, that just drained out of me. She looks at the sound of my voice, looks up at the sound of my voice. She doesn't look at the sound of my voice unless she can see sound. Can people see sound? Comment below if people can see sound. I might look it up later. Curious now. She looks up at the sound of her name, and that's when I see that she's crying.
What's wrong?
Oh no. I rush over.
What's wrong?
Alarm poisons my voice. Did something happen to her after all? Put my hands on her shoulders and shake her gently.
Marina, talk to me. What happened? Are you okay?
She still can't talk, but she nods. Thank God. There's no sobs, but her eyes are pouring tears. Every so often she hiccups, like she's barely restraining herself from fully bawling.
Come on!
I take her hand and lead her back to the RV. No one gives us a second glance. This is probably a common occurrence here. Marina silently follows me into the RV. I lead her to my bed and have her sit down. I sit beside her. Alternating between rubbing her back and her shoulders, I try to calm her down. Slowly, her breathing slows to normal. When I offer her a tissue, she blows her nose loudly. Then she takes a few more to wipe her tears. Rather than prod her more, I wait, even though it takes all my self-control. After a shuddery breath, she looks at me, eyes still watering.
I messed up, Amber. Bad.
How?
Her breath catches again and she sobs. It's hoarse and seems to take her by surprise. I immediately rub her shoulders again. And that's when there's a knock at the RV door.
What the hell?
Stand up, but I can't see who it is from here.
I'll be right back.
I unlock the front door and open it to an all too familiar face.
It's time to pay up!
What? I shut the door. Before it's even fully latched, Maria starts to pound on the door. I lock it, head back to Marina.
Let them in.
Huh?
Go let them in. It's Mariah, right?
Yeah, but how did you... Wait, does this have something to do with...
Marina nods. With a bad feeling about it, I go back to the door, which is still suffering Mariah's assault. I open and step back as they enter. Maria storms in with a huff, acting like always as if she owns the place. I mean, she kind of owns all the equipment you have. You should give that back. Joseph and Tess file in after her. Joseph gives me a smile and a small shake of the head.
Sorry.
He says it too so quietly that I don't think anyone else hears. I figure I'll find out why he's apologizing here in a second. Like a conqueror, Mariah marches over to Marina and jabs a finger in her face.
Time to pay up, ditz!
In her two large steps, I move between the two of them.
Okay, what the hell happened?
Didn't you hear?
I was about to, when you attacked my front door.
Well, allow me to deliver the bad news then.
What's up?
Sis stole Marina's gold.
What?
What? Did not!
It's impossible to figure out anything out. Marina's crying too hard to talk, and Mariah's just yelling nonsense like always. Turn to Joe, who's keeping a safe distance, along with Tess.
Can you please explain?
Sure. Mare ended up making Marina a bet for all the gold, which she lost. It was a pretty silly thing, and I told her just to let it go, but here we are.
I'm equal parts amused and disgusted that Joseph uses the same nickname for Mariah that I do for Marina. Come to think of it, I'm not sure that I've ever noticed how similar their names are.
A bet's a bet, and she lost fair and square.
I don't think it was fair.
The odds were kinda in your favor.
I turn to Marina, the only person whose opinion really matters to me.
Was it fair?
Slowly she nods.
What game did you play?
Poker.
That's not no! I glare at Mariah, who's at least has the shame to look away. Anyone who spent more than a minute with Marina would know that there's no way she could keep a straight face. I sigh and sit down on the beds beside Marina, wrap an arm around her. She leans into me, eyes moist.
You know you can only take half the treasure, right? Marina and I split it equally, so she couldn't bet away my half.
That wasn't the deal!
That's the only deal she could have made. But I'll bet you my half against hers.
Oh, why?
Amber, no!
I squeeze her affectionately, but then shake my head.
It's fine.
Is it? I stand and go to where we've been stashing the gold. I pull out the box of nuggets and open it so Marina can see. Her eyes light up and she licks her lips. Snap the box shut.
Fine, but we're not playing poker.
Oh yeah? What game then?
She thinks about it for a moment.
Blackjack.
So, random chance. Seriously, blackjack is more about luck than it is skill. I'm not that great at poker though, so blackjack might be a more fair game we could play. Wonder why Mariah suggested it though. Maybe she expects me to win at poker. But that's the case, and the mind games have already begun.
Fine. It's a bet.
Marina stopped crying. Her breath still comes in little spurts, but she's mostly in control of herself. She tugs at my shirt.
Amber, really? You don't have to do this. I screwed up.
Yeah.
It's okay. I'll fix it. That's what I'm here for, right?
Why don't you just... You have gold nuggets. Why don't you just give one of the boxes to Mariah and her crew, and you have a box, and then you literally both have treasure. And it's fine. I mean, I know you both wanted one, which is important, but, like, you're literally, you know, taking care of a little child who looks like some sort of doom ghost. Anyways, I can't read the look on her face. The one that vanishes after a split second.
Okay.
Facing Mariah again, I put the gold away.
Where will we play? There's not enough room here.
There's a casino close by. Down the street from this one. We can do it there.
But then you're playing against the house, not each other.
I'm not old enough to gamble. Not legally, at least.
She shrugs.
Doesn't matter. This place won't check your ID. Probably gonna be closed within a year.
Okay. I don't like the sound of that. I feel like I'm being used up. Why was Marina anywhere near them?
It's true. It's where we played.
Really?
Yeah, they had, like, party rooms that were empty. I just used one of those.
I've never heard of anything like this place. But if they let Marina in, then they'll probably let me in too. I'd also feel better about playing with cards that I know Marina won't have messed with.
Fine. Tell me how to get there, and I'll meet you in a little bit.
Okay. She gives me directions as well as the name of the building. Worst case, Marina could probably help find it. Maybe. I count out Marina's half of the gold and put it into one of the boxes before handing it to Mariah, who snatches it from my grasp.
Enjoy, because this is the only time you'll get to touch the treasure.
With a final sneer, Mariah leads her troop out of the RV. Joseph still looks pretty sorry about the whole thing. The door slams shut and we're left in silence. I look at Marina, who's looking at the floor.
I'm really sorry.
I'm not even that upset. Compared to all the million and one awful scenarios I'd concocted, this is pretty tame. And knowing Marina, it's not that shocking either. So, I'm being honest when I smile at her.
It's okay, really. I'll go win back your gold and then we can get out of Vegas.
She sniffles.
Seriously, though, what were you thinking?
I was just so surprised to see them here. I thought it must be fate or something. I was shopping around and I saw something that I really wanted, but I didn't have enough money.
Why?
And then I saw the three of them at this little diner, so I went in to say hello and told them all about it.
Why?
What was it you wanted to buy?
That's a secret. I wanted to show it to you.
Well,
But anyway, then Mariah made me that bet and I don't know, Amber. I guess I just got so excited about it that I didn't really think.
yeah, you really didn't hear, honey.
Like, if you'd been there, you would have beat her no problem. I don't even think she's very good at poker. It's just that I'm kind of bad at hiding how I feel.
Yeah. I can't help but laugh.
No way, you're kidding me.
She sticks her tongue out at me. Guess she's feeling a little bit better.
Really, though, what if you lose to Mariah?
No chance.
Then I lose. It won't happen, though.
Are you good at blackjack?
It's all luck.
A lot of it's luck. There's stuff you can memorize, like card combos, but I don't know any of that.
What if Mariah does?
I doubt it. She would have played that against you if she did. Easier to make it seem like you just got unlucky, instead of her taking advantage of you.
She didn't take...
Bullshit, Mare. She might not have cheated, but she still should have known better.
Marina frowns and looks at the floor again. I can tell if I'm helping or not. Then I remember the candy I brought her earlier. It totally slipped my mind over the last hour.
Oh yeah, I got you something. To try to say sorry for being so weird lately. Even though I've already said that too.
I grab a bag of chocolates from the fridge and the gummies from above it. Eyes wide, Marina holds them to her like her babies, okay?
Amber,
Her eyes start to water again.
thank you so much.
Oh my god.
Hey, no more crying. This wasn't supposed to make you cry.
She giggles, but that doesn't stop two tears from running down her face.
Sorry, I'm crying a lot.
Yeah, a little bit.
Kinda, yeah.
Marina laughs again. She unties the gummy bag and digs around in it.
The chocolates got a little melted on the walk back, but they've been in the fridge.
They look just fine to me.
She pulls out a few gummy soda bottles and then offers me the bag. Don't want to take too much, but I do find one of the peach rings the cashier recommended. It really is good. Sweet, but in a mild way. It actually tastes like peaches.
Are you ready to go?
Marina spins the bag to twist it, then ties it at the top.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, we're gonna leave that there and see the epic blackjack off that's going to happen. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about any of this. Like, geez, guys. You still need to give them back their stuff that's in your van. Like, just bring it to the... Maybe that's what was bothering me, is the whole dynamic between these two groups. Anyways. Subscribe, come back for more, come hang out with me, and also tell me if it's buffet or buffet Buffy. Comment down below and I'll see you next time. I love you. Bye!